Hey there, Utah. Good Sunday morning. Beautiful across much of the state this morning with some of the clouds and showers. But we'll give you just a second for everything to kind of stream out. Set one more camera shot. But yeah, good morning. So some weather to talk about. Winter weather advisories going into effect today for parts of northern Utah mountain areas, and some rain for northern Utah as well. Already showing up Doppler radar. You can see some of the showers filling in. Let's kick it off. We're waiting for some snowflakes to fly. Winter weather advisories technically don't kick in until noon. Let me take myself off of there. Oh, let's see. Wrong button. But we will, there we go, see some snowflakes. This is Beaver Mountain winter weather advisory from noon today through noon tomorrow. Hoping for a good 6 to 12 inches of snow. That's what's forecast right now. Here's the weather pattern set up. We have trough of low pressure moving through the Pacific Northwest, and so that's what's kind of driving that westerly flow, pushing in some of the moisture today. We're at the tail end of essentially the storm system, the core of it well to the north of us. So that shift from southwest flow yesterday to this westerly northwest flow today is going to keep temperatures from being as warm as yesterday. So we almost hit 70 degrees in Salt Lake City. Here's a look at what we're seeing right now with some of the radar returns. Very light precipitation has been showing up for areas out over the West Desert, Tooele County, Utah, mostly just cloud cover. But we're starting to see some stronger returns over some of our mountain areas, North Ogden, along some of the Wasatch Range, and we're starting to see a little bit more active weather. You can see just near Tremonton from that stretch of I-15 towards Idaho. So moisture is increasing. We'll continue to do so. Oh, let's see. That was a quick jump. Finger slipped on that one, but yeah, not the mountain bike forecast for today. We've got rain moving in. Temperatures, as you step outside, notice that we're in the 40s and 50s across much of northern Utah. A little bit milder the further south you go into the state, Nephi 54, but just 44 in Logan. We're going to stay fairly consistent as far as temperatures go until the cold front moves in tonight into tomorrow. Central southern Utah, pretty quiet for you today, minus a little bit of cloud cover. We're 53, though, St. George, 50 in Cedar. Plan on some of the showers increasing throughout the morning and then again in the afternoon. So periods of rain for Salt Lake County, a little bit more consistent into areas of Box Elder, Cache, and Rich counties. Will have more consistent shower potential there. Here's a look at one of the high-resolution models. We'll kind of walk you through a couple of them, but it's pretty sparse this morning, showing some of that moisture moving in, the initial wave this morning through about midday. We could catch a little bit of a break before another surge comes in later this evening. The front actually sweeps through overnight tonight. You can see it, notice it moves through the Wasatch Front, Salt Lake County, maybe between 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then a colder northwest flow behind it should set up. Some guidance suggests we could get a little bit of lake-enhanced moisture following the front with the cold air spilling in over a relatively warm Great Salt Lake, but not looking super impressive right now. Fairly dry air will be moving in, and we're expecting things to kind of quiet down. So on the bar graph showing, best chances, as I mentioned, kind of get a surge this morning, and then we'll see another better chance, I think, later this evening. So not going to be a washout of a day by any means for at least the valleys, but plan on winter driving conditions if you're heading into the higher elevations today. So mentioned some of the winter weather advisories. Here's a look at what we're expecting, at least. National Weather Service putting out these winter weather advisories. Snow levels staying above 8,000 feet today, but they will drop, of course, tomorrow with the cold air moving in. Just waiting for the graphic to load. It's kind of being sluggish this morning. But it now includes the western Uintas. It's a change. There it goes from yesterday. So it was just the northern mountains, the Bear River Range. But now the western Uintas included in this. The initial winter weather advisories kick in at noon, and we'll run through noon tomorrow. The Uintas, it kicks in about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so we'll start to see more heavier shower activity through noon tomorrow as well. Not a lot of snow for our northern mountain areas at least for the Wasatch Front. But if you're east of I-84, so from about Ogden southeast towards the Uintas, should see heavier snowfall amounts, 3 to 9 inches. And we've got 6 to 10 inches or so for the Bear River Range. Could see upwards of 12. In fact, some of our models showing that we could get some higher amounts, that 6 to 12 inch range kind of popping up over the western Uintas. If this will load, there it goes. So those darker blue shaded areas that you see there. There's even a sliver of 12 to 18 for some of the far northern Bear River Range. So up near Beaver Mountain, exactly, which would be nice. We need the snow, we need the moisture. Still early, of course, in the ski and snow accumulation season. It really gets cranking in November, but yeah, nice kind of early snowstorm for some of the mountain areas. So a different model, I think, showing a little bit more widespread coverage throughout some of the afternoon. This is that 4 or 5 o'clock hour, at least for Valley Rain. Front still on track to move through tomorrow morning, sometime between about 3 to 5 o'clock. It's showing as it slides in and shuts off a lot of the shower activity. This one does hang on to a little bit of lake-enhanced precipitation over some areas just downwind of Great Salt Lake, even Utah Lake. So might see some cloud cover at least hang on, maybe even a few showers. Not expecting it to produce a whole lot as far as snowfall or anything for the mountain areas, but we have that risk. We'll continue to monitor that, especially with how warm Great Salt Lake temperatures are. And then as far as moisture content goes for the valleys, a lot of the latest trends have kind of backed off quite a bit for Salt Lake City. Still showing healthy amounts for Ogden, maybe a good 1/4 of an inch there. And over 1/2 of an inch possibly up in Cache Valley for Logan. Our mountain areas, of course, up north, decent snowfall, but maybe just 0.04 of an inch or so for Salt Lake, Davis County, even less of a threat for Provo. Some of the central mountains seeing a little bit of moisture, but not much expected there. So taking a peek at highs today, again, much cooler with the storm pushing in. Ogden, only mid-50s, upper 40s in Logan for highs, 63 Provo. So even a little bit cooler tomorrow with some of the passing storm system. Logan, not 49 today. That's too cold. Need to update that graphic. But Cache Valley should be at least be about 50 today. Let me see. Tabs. $49 seems too cold. 51, not much of a difference. And then we'll be in the 70s for southern Utah, upper 70s in St. George, Kanab 73. Again, we'll see some high clouds, but really overall, this is a far northern Utah storm system, minimal impacts even to central Utah. And so southern Utah, really not much change over the next week. We're going to kind of wash, rinse, and repeat that weather pattern. Mid to upper 70s all week long. Some breezier winds today. Trick-or-treat forecast looks pretty great right now for Friday. No storms popping up. High pressure is going to build back in, and we'll be in the mid-70s, so about average highs in southern Utah. And we're actually going to be close to average highs in northern Utah as well. So 60 for your Sunday, 50 tomorrow. Showers clearing out tomorrow morning, unless we get some of that lake-enhanced precipitation southeast of Great Salt Lake, which would mainly impact Salt Lake County, Tooele County as well. And then 53 Tuesday, rebounding to near 60 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. High clouds move in towards the end of the week and the weekend, but not looking like we'll see any rain out of it. So pretty quiet overall for now. So again, wintry weather moving in for the mountains, northern Utah, mainly above 8,000 feet. So most areas, unless you're traveling over some of those high valley or high mountain passes, shouldn't have too many impacts. But should be nice to see some snow on the mountains, especially along the Bear River Range from Cache Valley into Garden City area. So heaviest snow totals expected there and over the Uintas. So Lynetta, good morning. Anita, yeah, thanks. Not expecting a lot of flooding out there today, but yeah, it could get, especially near burn scars and things, if we get some heavier rains. Overall, severe weather risk is very minimal today, as well as risk for excessive rain. So some good wetting rains, though, hopefully Cache County, Box Elder County, and even into Weber County as well. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your Sunday. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned. We'll continue to track any changes to the storm if it develops. Have a good one.